people who bring more than 5, you want to give them a great present. Call 45 minutes or half an hour with you. Okay?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, but
And
be careful with time. Protect your time.
Yeah. And it's important because that's how you're going to get your 18. Okay? Because that's how you're going to get your 18 in 15 days.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Protect your time.
What do you mean the content of this meeting is being sent to a third party?
I'm putting it on my YouTube.
Okay,
YouTube.
got it.
I have a few people listed that said, "Can you please give us at least one session?" So I said yes.
Got it.
Some
Okay.
people, there's a lot of people that don't have this access. So, and
Sure.
yesterday, good morning, everybody. I did a live, and I had like several people be live at the same time. I was at the pool here, and they requested that, and a lot of people that just don't have, they're poor, life is like that. So anyway, what are we talking about? Protect your time. Be careful how you share your time. It's very important how you share your time. Okay, here we are. Well, welcome. Good morning. Let's do this. We'll start with a prayer, and I have something very special that is gonna hopefully align your mind into the prayer, the selling, the raising the income, and what the next steps would be to get you moving in that direction. So Karen, Gloria, you and I for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'll start, and then I'd like to start. I'll read the first 2 paragraphs. Then AM, you read the middle paragraph, the third one, and then maybe Karen reads 2 more paragraphs, and then we'll finish with Gloria. This way, all 5 of us here, 4 of us read. So, 6 AM Success Club Prayer. And we're recording here. Make sure I'm recording this session. 6 AM Success Club Prayer. Today, more than ever, I find myself in the hands of God. This is what I've wanted all my life. From my youth, to serve, to contribute, and to make a difference. Today, I enter into the consciousness of abundance and plenty. I know that everything I do will prosper. I know that every demand I make upon the universe will be honored. What I want wants me to. What I desire is moving toward me. Pass to Noel. No, you're muted. Unmute.
Thank you. Today I expect success in everything I do, which is great because today I'm meeting Kamala Devi Harris in North Carolina. Today and every day, I show up for myself with unconditional love. I show up for all the people whom I'm called to serve. Today is a very important day as someone's life will be touched because I showed up for them. That is the next president of the United States. Karen? Sorry, Gloria. Gloria, can you read the next one?
Yeah, one moment. I am happy to challenge myself this way. Give up something I prefer in exchange for something else. More significant, no, more magnificent and meaningful than my comfort.
This is how leaders are made. I am one great leader. The world needs me more than any time. I choose to do this for the world. So help me God. Amen.
Amen.
And
Charles, welcome. Charles Miller, welcome, welcome, welcome. And I just want to know one question, okay, which is, I know that everything I do will prosper. What is something that you know that everything you do will prosper? Gloria or Karen or Charles? Who would like to go first?
I can go first.
Go ahead, Charles. And then Karen.
Well, my thing is, my passion is to help people understand who they are. And this is my purpose in this world. And I do this every single day.
How do
And
you do it? How do you do it?
I do it through my communications with people every single day.
Now, what are you communicating? How, like, okay, let's use, use me as an example. How do you bring out? What are you doing?
I try to give at least 10 compliments every day. And every one that I give is meant to help somebody feel better about themselves. And
Charles, I want you to be specific. So what's one compliment you could give me?
be specific to you. How are you doing today, Noel?
How am I doing today?
Yeah.
I'm on top of the world because I'm excited about having the opportunity to meet the next president of the United States.
And what would the next president of the United States do for you?
Number one, that she be a role model for every single woman in the world of what could be possible.
And that excites you very much.
Absolutely, because my dream is to create 1 billion women entrepreneurs by 2030, and the oldest profession in the world is in the history books and not in people's lives.
I didn't get the last part.
The oldest profession in the world. You know what I'm talking about, the oldest profession in the world?
No, I don't.
Okay. You know.
working girls. He's talking about working girls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Got it. Great job, Charles. Great job. Karen?
The specific actions I'm taking is reaching out to my audience, reaching out to 10 members of the audience today.
Okay, and what are you doing? Yeah, okay, Kamal is one of your audience. What are you saying to Kamal?
Of course, thanking him for attending and asking him to if he has maybe 15 minutes to connect with me, and then having a call with him.
Okay, here's the thing, okay?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You don't mind if I coach you a bit?
Sure, go ahead.
Well, no, first, when you're thanking him for attending, the next question you ask
is tell me about yourself.
Brilliant. Yes. Okay. And most importantly, if you look at Kamal, okay, one of the things he asks people very upfront is, what is it that you want?
Mm-hmm.
If you could have anything you want, if you watch Kamal, okay, within a few minutes, he'll ask, what do you want? You want to get to his want, okay, versus booking time with you. No, their time is, would it be valuable? If I were to be you, I'd say, would it be helpful for you, Kamal, to spend 15 minutes to discover how to get what you want? Kamal, would it be helpful for you?
I'd love to know what you can do and what's your skill set to help me reach my goal. Yes.
Excellent. Okay, did you get that, Karen?
Yes, yes, thank
Yeah,
you.
it's how you frame your questions. Very, very important. Consider whatever you're doing is not it, because if you are producing 18,000 already, then I'm very interested in knowing what worked. But until that, you are looking for what's missing, the question of which will bring in 18,000. Okay, if you tell Kamal that out of your coaching for a year, Kamal is going to make $18 million, guess what? He's signing up for your course. $18 million in 1 year? Come on, give me a break. Do you get that, Karen?
Yes, thank you.
Beautiful. Gloria?
What's the question?
What do you think the question is? Just guess.
My brain has been elsewhere, spinning on
Okay, I'll tell you.
a lot of other things.
Here's the thing. I know that everything I do will prosper. What is it that everything that you do will prosper?
I want to listen today.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, that's
So
okay.
Gloria, your thing is you've got a mastery in listening. You want to take on that you are the queen of listening. No one can listen greater than you are. Do you get that? In order for you to master that, you want to be mastery in asking the right questions that allows for someone to be authentically sharing with you what they are dealing with.
Okay.
Okay, great. Kamal, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I have this motto that everything I do goes well for me. Everything I do goes well for me. Everywhere I go succeeds. So that's the idea, is to leave everybody I see with an impression of this. Today, we're gonna move my daughter into her room, and we're gonna help probably 10 other kids move into their room because they're by themselves without their parents. So we're gonna
Now,
get a truck, and whoever needs to move, we're gonna move them. That's the plan.
Kamal, now what's behind that you know that everything you do will prosper? What is the thinking that you have that allows for that to happen?
It's desire. It's I know it's gonna go well, and I'll figure it out. And if it doesn't, I'll make it. Like, I expect everything to go well for me. Even if I'm delayed, I know it's better for me. I just change my mind that things are happening for me. So even if the plane is delayed, even if you miss your ride, it's okay. You're meant to meet somebody else. So I started training myself like that, and then good things happen. You meet people, you get clients, you get a job opportunity. Uh,
Now,
And over time, now I'm more believing that this is the way to do it.
Now, for example, Kamal is moving someone. He has a flat tire. You know what his mind is saying? Fantastic. I've got another opportunity to meet someone who's going to come and help me get my tire fixed. Because he has trained his mind that everything he knows, that what he does will prosper. For most of us, oh my God, I'm trying to move this damn truck and got a flat tire. For him, his thinking is giving the next action. So the universe sends the correct person to him. Many a times I was driving all the way, left here, North Carolina, the last trip when I went to Annapolis. My car went off the road. I thought I was pulling to the side, and it ended up 2 wheels was kind of stuck. And my immediate thought is, oh, shoot. I don't have AAA, I don't have this, I don't have that. All these thoughts were going. And at the same time, I said, I am going to meet someone who's going to be great. So all I did was I stood out at 3 a.m. in the morning, at 2:30 in the morning, and I put my hand. The next car stopped. The guy was a musician. He had just played till about 2 o'clock. And he just came by and he said, I just felt I have to help you. And the next thing you know, he towed me out and I was on my road. So it's how you set up your thinking, knowing that everything you do will prosper. That's what I want to train you all in. Start allowing your thinking to be perfect. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yes, it does, because it totally says that you look for the good in everything and you see the good in everything that is happening, regardless what.
Exactly, Charles.
Yeah.
And the universe will bring it to you.
Yeah, because you trust it. And you
Exactly.
trust it, and you because you trust it, you live in the great expectancy of it.
Yeah, look at that. And what we're talking about is the mindset, skill, and strategy. Go ahead, Kamal.
No, it's beautiful. So it's really been a good week, and I really want to say you all exhibiting something above the average. Average people, they wish and hope, but you actually want, you actually have that desire, and that's why you're showing up for yourself. You're probably thinking, "Oh, I'm showing up for me." No, you're not showing up for you. You're showing up for you. And remember that only 1% of the people are going to make it to that next level, whatever that next level is for you. So I just grateful that you guys like how I share, how I talk, how I speak, and how I'm able to transfer these ideas to you, because that's my desire, is to get you to believe in yourself so much more that you actually do the jump, right? You actually do move into that frequency, right? You actually have pick an idea. Like I just have a couple of slides, and I'm just going to speak to you today about sales mindset. About, you're all coaches, and you have a desire to help the world, but at the same time, you have to pay the bills. At the same time, you have to deal with your home, deal with your car, and deal with stuff. So I'm going to share with you today what I learned about sales, even though coming from an engineering background, technical background, nothing to do with the right side of the brain, the mind. It's all more lefty analytical, where now it's illogical, and it's so I'm going to share with you a few things, but it's all about ideas. It's all about what you're holding in your mind when you're meeting somebody. What are you there to serve them? Look, we've read this before. Any idea that's held in the mind, that's emphasized, feared, or revered, will begin at once to clothe itself in the most convenient and appropriate physical form available.
Kamal,
When this, yeah,
is there a way to make the screen bigger?
no, not for me. As bigger as I can.
Okay.
Can you all see a big screen?
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe,
make it
is it possible for you to maybe unpin yourself?
Oh, am I
Maybe that-
pinned? I'm not pinned.
You're not? Okay. For some reason, you're showing up next to it, and I think
Oh, I know. I think I know what could be possible. Okay, yeah. Well, see, there is a way. Thank you for the idea. So let's try it this way. Let's try it this way. There is a feature in Zoom. Now I gotta find the PowerPoint. Is that better?
Yes, that's it.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Thank
So there
you.
you go. There is a way. Okay. See, I just learned something. It's a feature in Zoom where it puts me on the side or the presentation. So that's good. So this is good. Good job. Thank you. So, but now it's so big, I don't even see the bottom of it, but it's okay. So this was given to Napoleon Hill from Andrew Carnegie. At the same time, he gave him a goal. And he said, Napoleon Hill, I want you every day to look in the mirror and tell yourself the following sentence. And he said, you'll say, Andrew Carnegie, I'm going to beat you and surpass you at the grandstand, right? I'm going to surpass your accomplishment and the magnificent world you came up with, and surpass you at the grandstand. I don't know the exact words, but it was kind of a tough goal. It really made Napoleon Hill stretch. And he said, I want you to say that in the mirror every day. So Napoleon Hill is like, broke journalist. Andrew Carnegie is the richest man in the world. And Napoleon Hill has to say, Andrew Carnegie, I'm going to surpass you at the grandstand. I'm going to, surpass your accomplishments and your income and your millionaire status. And this guy's broke. How is he going to do that? So he started doing it. And it's like what these arrows are doing. You're getting the idea in. We got to get the idea in. And today I'm going to show you a video that explain that a little bit further, okay? You might be thinking, well, how do we do that, Kamal? How can I get better at sales? How can I get better at what I'm doing? This is how, Solomon said that anything you do, get understanding. So that's why we have systematic study. Then you're going to need the mentorship and the guidance because you don't see your blind spot, and then accountability. This is how. This is what I was taught by the 3 previous real mentors that I paid a lot of money. And this is why I pass to you, right? And accountability. This is the system, okay? Now, what is this idea that you have? Where is it that you want to go? Does it have a clear picture, right? Do you have a clear picture of where you want to go? Do you have a clear picture? Because we can talk about mindset, skill set, we can talk about mind shift, all these things we talked about earlier. Today, I'm going to gear it more towards the sales, right? Towards, have you made a decision that you really, really want this next level? Because what if I learned something is that once I make that decision, I got to be committed. I got to put everything I can into it. And it's going to take everything I can. So you got to make that. You wanna start looking at how you feel when that idea is accomplished, when that idea is real, when that income is generated, or when that building is acquired, or when that kid is doing healthier stuff, or whatever this thing that you want. You got to get into that feeling of it. See, I learned that I had to make decisions, even though I was in engineering, managerial, but I wasn't making decisions fast. I learned that I had to make decisions better, and that's what you're going to learn. I learned how to set the right type of goals. What does that mean? Well, money is one thing, but goals are for us to grow. So if you set a goal to grow, you're going to be more interesting. You're going to be more interested. You're going to be more persistent. You're going to persevere more. If you put a goal that is somebody else's goal, you're not going to persevere. You're not going to persist. If you work on a goal that your mom wants you to do, you're not going to do. Just watch your kids. If you have kids, you tell them to clean the house, tell them to clean the garage. They don't care. But if they say, I want to go play soccer or volleyball or swimming, they will go and do it, right? So what is this goal? You got to get attached to this goal, what's called a C-type goal. For us professionals, right? It's getting to that next level that makes you feel good. And in the beginning, it could be money. It could be that you want to just basically double your income, triple your income. But what's that goal that when you get there, you feel accomplished? When you get there, you feel a sense of relief. When you get there, it seems like life's going to be easier. And that's the feeling that you have to learn to attach yourself to. Some of you do have meditation. Some of you have been in this longer than me. And there's nothing wrong with that. I was teaching a lady about this. She's been in sales 25 years, 64 years old. But she was kind of detached from her goal. So we had to get that emotional side of it. And she paid me a lot of money to help her. Now, the third thing that I learned is I have to be in the right environment. So I learned how to make decisions. I learned how to set the right type of goal. This is for me to start earning money in this business. I learned how to be in the right environment. Tony Robbins, and some of you heard of Tony Robbins, he said proximity is power. You're going to become the average of the 4 or 5 people you hang around. You hang around the bar people, you're going to be more like the bartenders. There's nothing wrong with those people. They're just going to be like that. You hang around millionaires, you're going to be a millionaire or multimillionaire. You hang around real estate investors, you're going to be one of those real estate investors. Proximity is power. They are just some type of people more aware. And when they're more aware, they would lift you to that frequency and vibration, their language, their tone, everything, right? But then there's one thing that I really, really learned, okay? There's one thing that I really, really learned. I learned to pay the price I made a decision. I figured out what's my goal. Welcome, Sam or Sam's son. I'm not sure who comes in, but welcome. Good to see you. I learned to pay the price for what I want. I don't want free stuff anymore. Because free stuff doesn't last. You don't value it. You have to value that. It's not like a value struggle, but I had to pay the price to get stronger. I had to pay the price to get better at running. I had to pay the price to get better at studying. I had to pay the price to get better at speaking. If you want to speak,
Come
speak.
on.
If you want to teach, teach.
Yes,
Gloria, go
Gloria.
ahead.
When you say to pay the price, are you literally meaning money?
I can't hear you very well.
When you say,
I heard if you say pay the price, does that mean you pay money? Is that what you asked?
yeah, when you say pay, are you really meaning literally paying money for
No.
it?
No, it's
Not
not about the money.
necessarily. Not
No.
necessarily.
I mean, I learned to pay the price, the effort it takes to be there. I spent time with Bob Proctor. I spent time with Laura Langmeyer. I spent time with John DeMartini. I spent time with Harrison Klein. I spent time reading books all weekend when all my friends were on their motorcycles riding. I spent time writing 6 chapters of my book because I really had to finish. I learned to pay the price because I had a goal. I paid the price by giving up something that I would like to do for something that I want. Remember that in the prayer, right? That's what I mean.
Hey, come on, 1 second, okay?
Yeah.
Gloria, what does money mean for you? Gloria, you're muted. Yeah. What does money mean for you?
That's a really great question.
Well, I'll tell you what money is, okay? In the interest of time, because we want to move, and today is the last day for this week. Money is nothing but energy. That's all it is, okay? It is energy. Now, when you have energy, you move things. That's all it is. Anything else is not money. It's just a piece of paper with a bunch of promises by a bunch of people who have done it. Okay, if you take the money, your paper money, and go to the aliens, it's worthless. So when you focus on money is energy, your relationship to money is completely different than your current relationship to money. So when Kamal says, I have learned how to make decisions, I've learned how to set the right type of goals, paying the price, number 4, okay? Paying the price includes money because he spent a lot of money studying under Bob Proctor. And he also took whatever he learned, and then he wrote books on it. He spent time studying it. Those are all related to paying the price.
I get that.
Okay, good. All right.
Love it. Thank
Yeah.
you. That's a good question, by the way. And I'm okay with asking questions. I'm okay with you putting things in it. That's awesome. Now, number 5 was big. And I don't know what your standards are for your living, what your standards are for the people around you, what the standards are for you, how you keep your household, what the standards are for you, how you keep your kitchen. But I know I learned that from my mom. She had different standards, how the living room looked, how the kitchen looked. Like she would never sleep unless the kitchen is clean, for example. She would never have the bedrooms not cleaned up and beds fixed, right? So what are your standards? Did you raise your standards yet? You have to raise your standard. I had to raise my standard. I had degrees, but I didn't have good standards. What are you going to put up with anymore? You have to raise your standard. You have to become dissatisfied with what you've got. If you're not earning the money you got, you got to raise your standard. I had to learn how to do that. I had to change my money paradigms, what money meant, and how do I receive money and how do I let go of money. I had to be okay with paying money to get a nice t-shirt for $50 instead of getting a nice t-shirt for $2. it's a thing that I had to connect to my feeling. I had to understand, similar to what the earlier note from what I am here. This money thing, like how much do you value it? Is money available or is it not? Is it what? How do you feel when your stocks go up and down? They go up and down all the day. This was huge. I still have a money paradigm. How do you feel when it comes? You're a coach, all of you, or if you're you do contracts like Sans, right? When you're actually asking for the money, what comes to your mind? Do you feel like you're taking away? Do you feel like you're cheating them? Do you feel like, I got them, or do you feel like they're gonna become a better person? They're gonna write a book. They're gonna get a job promotion. Right? Like, how do you feel with this money exchange? You have to feel good, and you have to value yourself. That you know what, my time is important. That's a big one, and that comes from childhood of what was happening up to the age of 7, 8, and how your parents dealt with the money, how you grew up around money. Like if you were raised in Warren Buffett's family, I'm gonna give you an example. If you were the son of Warren Buffett, you would have a different money paradigm than whoever you are right now. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
One of the richest men in the world, right? Like he's a billionaire. They talk about money in a different way. They talk about money as growth. They don't spend money on things that eat money. They spend money on things that makes, assets, not liabilities. Trust me, I had degrees and I didn't even know. I thought just buying a house is a good thing to do. Buying a house is a liability. That's another money paradigm. People think, oh, buy a house and start paying mortgage for 30, 40 years. Bullshit. It's a different money paradigm. If you want to start earning and growing, you have to change how you think about money. I learned, we can spend a whole week on money, but I want to keep going. I learned the importance of discipline, and I thought I had good discipline. But first, I had to change what discipline means. I initially thought discipline means you get hit. When I was growing up and the nuns used to give us spanks with the ruler, or if we didn't do good, if we made a mess, that to me was discipline. It was bad. Like if you get below 70, you get smacked with the ruler. You stayed after school. You made extra assignment. Well, what kind of weird stuff. To me, that was discipline. My dad or my grandpa, if you broke a glass or if you hurt another kid, and you didn't just get beat up from the kid's dad, your dad also maybe took the belt and gave you a couple whips. To me, that was discipline. I'm talking about different kind of discipline. Can you give yourself a command and follow it? Look how we had at some point 10, 12 people in this morning session. Now we have 4 or 5, right? Do you have the discipline to say, I'm going to show up, and I show up? I think Noel gave a very good example last week or the week before. You make that time, you commit to you before you commit to me. And he made me better. He said, no, you said 6 o'clock, you be ready at 6 o'clock. You have that discipline. You give yourself a command and you follow it. You say you want to fix the bed. Did you fix the bed? You told me you were going to read the chapter in auto suggestion. Did you read it? You said you were going to write your goal 30 times in the morning, 30 times in the afternoon. Did you do it? You're not doing it for me. I'm going to teach you how to control the mind. And this is what it takes. That's what I was taught. That's the idea, right? For me to start selling better, I learned to persist. I learned to be able to, when they say no thanks, I can't, it's just one closer to a yes. As long as I'm moving towards my goal, as long as I've done my best, and I ask myself 2 questions that after every call: did I do my best? What did I do well? How can I get better? What did I do well? How can I get better? And every day is a new day. You just restart. Like today is a new day. We all restarted today. Yesterday is yesterday. Tomorrow is not here. Today is here. We're persisting. We're showing up. We want to be at our best. I learned persistence, and there's a persistence chapter in Think and Grow Rich. It's a pretty cool chapter. And a big one, which is in Thinking into Results, is a self-image thing. What's this self-image about? You know, you want to start earning millions, you have to change your self-image. Right now, I'm earning what I'm earning because that's what my self-image. If I want to get, like, my goal, I think you all heard it, $100,000 a month. The reason I'm not there is because my self-image is still not there.
And
That's
you
the
haven't
reason.
you haven't tapped into that frequency. It's all about frequency.
That's
All
right.
of life
All about
about
this frequency. You have to get there, and you have to stay there, and you have to impress it, and you have to act like it, be like it, feel like it as often as you can. You have to take action like it as well. You can't be selling $1 candy if you want to make $1 million days. It's not going to work. You have to change the whole thing, right?
Because once you are in that frequency, your thoughts are different. The way you think, the way you take action would be given by the frequency versus taking actions to get to the frequency. You want the frequency to give you the action. Most of us, it becomes hard, it becomes all these type of things is because we are trying to get to the frequency versus being in the frequency at any given point, and then the frequency will tell you what actions to take. Like today, I am committed that this country respects Native Americans like it has never respected before. So I said, no matter what, I'm going to meet her.
That's awesome. Take a picture for us. Bring a picture next week. But self-image has many areas. Like I can see, I'm just picking on some of you. I can see Karen, right? You see the picture. She shows up, professional, clean, poised, right? She's got that self-image. When somebody's seeing Karen, they see, oh wow, she's got something. So how you show up, how you dress is a different kind of self-image. How you speak, how your tone, right? If you want to meet a few lawyers, how would you dress up? If you will go to meet the bank to get some loans for your investment, you can't go there with a ripped t-shirt and mud on your knees and fingers, and you're like all oily and greasy. They're not going to give you any money. That's self-image. It's real. Now you might be thinking, no, it doesn't matter if I have billions. Well, if you have billions, you're not going to go to the bank and ask for money. You already have the billion. But you have to change your self-image to allow the receiving to happen. That to me was huge. There's self-image about how you value yourself. And I still struggle with that. I'll be honest with all of you. My wife is amazing. She's like, no, wear this shirt, wear that shirt. That shirt, you already used it once. Get rid of it. You have to elevate. You have to respect yourself. You have to have a standard. You gotta have discipline. You gotta do your laundry. You gotta fold your laundry. You don't put it in a big pile. You have to say, this is the way I'm going to live. This is the way my desk would look like. Now, why is that? The universe likes order, and order is heaven's first law. Once you have order, there's no chaos. If your life is chaos, it's because you don't have order. You need order. Order is heaven's first law. That's just the way it is. The more order I put, the more discipline I put in my life, the more I connect with my goal and get emotionally involved with it. Hopefully we'll have time to show you this quick video.
Gloria, you have a question. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You said order is what, first something?
I'm sorry?
You said order is first. I didn't hear the word clearly.
Yeah. So order is heaven's first law.
First law?
Hmm?
Yep.
Tell me more, please.
Well, it has to do with the creation. It has to do with how the world got created, right? What happened day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. But order is heaven's first law. They put order. It was not random. If you look at the universe, if you look at how the planets move, if you look how the stars move, it's sun goes up, moon goes down, there's order. It's not chaotic. The laws of the universe are exact. We can send a rocket to the moon and it lands within milliseconds of what we planned. Why? Because there's order. It moves with the laws. in thinking into results, you're going to learn the laws of the universe. You're going to learn the laws of how things work, of how we can take a goal, okay? You're going to learn the laws to apply them to go from where you are to where you want to go. That's the idea of thinking into results. It's the goal achieving system. It's going to take you from here to the goal, because as you grow in the goal to make it happen, there's different steps. And these laws, you don't study them in school. I mean, you know about gravity. That's about it. You don't know the law of cause and effect. You don't know the law of giving. You don't know the law of receiving. You don't know the law of, there's many other, there's a lot of laws, but there's 7 specific ones that we study. That's what I mean. And this picture is kind of not as clean, but that's the idea of it. So that's a very good question, Gloria, as well. You can always come up with good questions. So that's how TIR, Thinking Results, is set up to take you through this phase. Because at some point in your business, you're going to be scared. Well, there's lesson 6. At some point in your business, you're going to be like, I don't believe what I'm doing. We've talked about belief so many times. If you don't believe, nothing is going to happen. It's lesson 1. You better start believing. You better start believing. You better start letting go of some of the beliefs that you have and that you were given, that money is hard, money is for the rich, and build some new beliefs. Most of you have access to lesson 1. Give you direction. Start studying lesson 1 every day for 10 days. Write a page on it every day until you get it. Because once you can create a belief that's going to serve you towards your goal, that's what you want. You want to get closer. Every day I want to get just a little bit closer. Today I'm just going to get a little bit closer. I met a guy yesterday. We were in the freaking hot tub in Florida. Most likely he'll become a client. You meet people everywhere that need your help. So my first question to him, I was like, what are you doing? He goes, oh, I'm just going to enjoy the water. I said, is it hot or cold? He goes, no, it's hot. And like, we're in Florida, you're in a hot tub? Because I knew he was from Pittsburgh, right? He goes like, yeah, this is good for my bones. That's how we started the conversation. So you got to believe that lesson 1, study it every day for the next 10 days. I think I told Karen every day for 7 days till we meet. So let's go back. What else do I have today for you? Okay, so I have another 5 minutes on sales. Any questions before I move to the what really made me better in sales? And you know, we can't do it all in one day, but I do have another maybe 5-6 minutes on sales. That helped me a lot in sales. I have a script that I use as a coach, and I take whoever I meet through the script. Sometimes I use it in front of them, and sometimes I don't, because I kind of know it by heart now. I just do it, and I just do it, and I just do it. And it's a path to agreement. I get it, I get their attention. I get them interested. I get them activating their desire, and then I move them into action. I get their attention. I get them interested in what they want. And then I gotta sell them on what they want. Go ahead.
Well, Gloria, the reason why you are asking great questions that opens up for every one of us is because you're committed to listening. Your commitment to listening is allowing you to ask the kind of questions that benefits all of us. So keep up the great work. Karen, how many calls did you make yesterday? Karen?
I did 5 calls yesterday.
5 calls, okay. Charles, how many people did you talk to yesterday?
10.
10.
Every day I talk to 10.
10, good. Nadine?
I made 6 calls.
6 calls.
But they weren't all the same business, yeah.
Okay. Now, if you watch Kamal, okay, for him, anyone that's around him is a potential customer. Okay? How he has developed this business is because assumption is everyone is a customer. And as such, he's listening for what they want, but he goes, remember yesterday we talked about the ORID method? objective, reflective, interpretive choice. Okay? You want to develop yourself, Karen. If you want to get 18,000 in the next 15 days, you got to do more than 5. Number one. And number two, you want to practice with Kamal or with me, enrolling us into what you are about to say. And I promise you, Kamal will give you something that your calls are going to be effective. All 5 calls that you've reached, you would be able to close every single one of them. Karen, out of the 5, how many did you close?
None.
Okay, so if I were you, okay, when you speak to someone, if they don't take action, there's something that's missing. So you want to call Kamal and say, hey, I said this, they said this, what is missing? And Kamal will point to you exactly what is missing. So then your next call or the following call, you will close. Sometimes we are so focused on our past that we forget to empty our cup. And when you empty your cup, you are going to close, because this whole session is about you being effective in the simple things that you do, because closing is very, very simple. And I demonstrated that yesterday with Gloria. Okay? So you've got all the resources that you need. It's up to you to pick up the phone and call. Okay? Anybody have any questions for Kamal?
Yeah, so I know where I am at right now. So personally, where I am at is fine. And I told Kamal that, I think, when we had our first conversation, where I am at is fine-tuning my script and my own personal story. So I am new
What's
to
your question, Charles?
no. I'm saying
Yeah,
where I am at personally
got
is
it.
fine-tuning my script, my personal story. Yeah. Because I have my own personal interpretation of what I have gathered along the years. And I have my own unique way that I am going to bring it out to others. So where I'm at is fine-tuning my script.
Beautiful.
Yeah? Because I am my own brand and I'm gonna sell myself. And it's all about tapping into the emotions of the others so they can understand. And they can understand that there is a need for what you have to offer. And based on the story that you give and based on your script, this is the only way you could really tap into that, because you need to move from the head, which is the intellect, to the emotions to really close that sale.
Yep. Because everybody buys from emotion, not from their head. Guaranteed. Every single sale is based on emotion. You'd be shocked and surprised if there's a sale that's been closed from your head. No. I got it, Charles. Hey, Charles, give me a call today, okay?
Thank you.
Call me before noon, because at noon I got to leave to head up, okay, to meet this lady.
So
all right.
you need a sales process. Once I put my sales process, I started closing. I started understanding where I am. I started understanding where I'm getting lost in the process. There is a process. It's not random. There's a process. When you meet a professional salesman, you know they have a process. And there is a process that you learn if you stick around. Now, we all have a sales paradigm of some sort. You know where you are, and you have to get some of these questions, some of these ideas in your head. Like, how do you feel about selling? What comes to your mind? Is it the crazy sales guy on the corner selling you an old car? You know, I mean, how do you feel with the money exchange? Like, what's your belief about selling? Are you serving or are you stealing? How have you been sold many times that it didn't work? I know I have. I bought 7, 8, 9, 10 courses, lost the number of times where I lost money. Didn't feel right. Is that still affecting me? Probably. You know, when you were growing up, what did your parents say about salespeople? Don't go into sales. That's what they told me. Sales is bad. Commission sales is bad. Sales is the highest paid profession. Unlimited potential. You could be selling cookies or you could be selling $1 million homes. It's the same thing. But I was told sales is bad. No, don't be on commission. That's too scary, man. You better get that, you know, freaking $2 per hour. At least it's guaranteed. Bullshit. Excuse the language. So whatever you were told when you were a kid is affecting you now. But that's going to change if you change your discipline on it. Get in proximity with those who are selling. Then the energy is going to transfer. That's the thing. That frequency and vibe that you want to be around those people who are making it happen. Now, how do you feel about talking to people? When people ask you, what do you do? Are you proud of what you got? Or do you shy away? And why? When you call somebody out of nowhere, do you feel like you're bothering them? Like if I ask you to send a text to somebody about your business, do you feel like you're bothering them? Or do you feel like you're serving them? It's your duty to sell. If you have something that heals cancer, it's your duty to sell it. If I have somebody that can stop somebody from jumping off a cliff, it's my duty to show up. If I don't call him, if I don't call her, if I don't tell you how good this thing is and be enthusiastic about it, I'm failing myself, I'm failing them. That's how I feel. And are you taking things too personally when they say, no, I'm not buying from you. I'm not ready. I got to ask my dog. I got to ask my pet. I got to ask my wife. I got to ask, you know, there's so many ways that you get rejection. How do you feel about it at the end of the day? How many no's can you take?
I would rather have a million no's than a yes. Because I learn 1,000,000 times. And after the 1,000,000 times comes the yes, which alters the future forever. And I'm excited every time I fail. Oh, I train myself to get excited. Normally, you're not going to get excited about failing, by the way. None of us do. It takes a certain amount of effort to get excited about failing.
Mom,
Come on. Yes.
Go ahead.
I'm so sorry. Mine is a little different because I have a credit and a funding company, and I don't call people and just ask them about their credit. So it's a little different. And I'm working on two things also because I have a nonprofit that helps the youth. But what I realize is that people are reaching out to me. And like yesterday, I had a call that was very positive. Someone called me and they said, I really love what you do. I'm really interested. How can I help? What can I do? What, you know, I want to do this for the kids, the at-risk kids. So, and then I connected with Career Source, you know, trying to get training for people for jobs and stuff like that. So I'm attracting the people are coming to me, and I see where the nonprofit is building up. I did the website, stuff like that. But the credit part of it, I'm not gonna call someone and just saying, how is your credit? You know, I think it's more of a marketing thing for me to attract people. And maybe I'll go somewhere and I meet someone and we start talking and something. So mine is a little different. It's not just about calling people.
Can I add something to that?
Yes, please.
Yes.
All right. So, Nadine, my contribution to you is that considering that for your credit side of the business, you are a business, and I'm inviting you to be authentic about why you're in the business. Why are you in the credit business?
Okay.
There are many people out there who are in a really bad situation because of their credit, meaning they're not able to get a loan with a good interest rate. They're not able to do certain things. Okay? And I think even from what I learned this morning, and I'm implementing it right now, tell me about yourself. Just reaching out to someone and asking them the question, tell me about yourself, inside of that, you can see how you could be of service to them. You're not coming out and asking the question directly, like, you know, do you have good credit? But I think when someone tells you about themselves, you could actually hear what they're dealing with. And then you could offer your services.
And
That's
Karen,
very
Karen,
good.
that was a great start. You know, tell me about yourself. And then the key question, the second question is very, very important. Why do you feel that way? Because the moment they say why, that is going to give you your opportunity to offer something so unique. Because most people don't ask the question why. If you look at yesterday, there are a lot of things Charles, myself, every one of you had done it. Have you asked the question, why did you do what you did? The chances are 90% of the time you did not. So my invitation is before you start something, ask the question why. And that's great advice, Coach Glass. Great advice. Because people's favorite conversation are me, myself, and I. And when you allow them to get to their favorite conversation called me, myself, and I, then they are willing to listen. Until that, they're not willing to listen to you.
Okay, thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
know I missed the beginning. How can I had a mishap. How can I get back to what you said in the beginning?
Say that again.
Kamal?
Of
No,
this
come
call, you
on.
mean? Of this
Yes.
call? Well, this
Yes.
call is recorded. It's going to go up to the folder that is available, and
Okay.
it's available for a short amount of time, and it will be available for everybody that starts and stays with me. But for those who just show up for temporary, it'll be in the folder that is free resources. So like we have them up to yesterday. So this is sometime later today. It will go up there. You'll have to watch
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Thank
Well,
If you
you.
don't, if you can't find it, just let me know and I'll send you the link. But it's in the free resources for the 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Thank
Come on,
you.
if you
Thank
could
you.
show exactly how, just put the steps, what they need to click to get it, it'll be helpful for everyone. And Sant, you came on, I saw your face. Did you have a question or do you have a statement or something, Sant?
No. I joined late, and I think today I'm off. Like, I didn't follow what we all were talking. So just carry on. Probably next time.
Okay.
Okay, great.
So
My invitation for you, Sant, is what is the question, the answer of which you are going to receive $5 million this weekend? That's the only thing I want you to focus on. What is the question, the answer of which is going to show up in your account for 5 million, okay? You got that?
No. I didn't get the question. I mean, I'm ready.
I know. I didn't.
so
You
he's just
didn't get
asking
it.
you to think big. He's asking you to think big. Like the quality of the questions, the better quality of the questions, the better quality of life. So what questions you need to be asking the people that you're going to meet this weekend or today that are going to help you reach closer to raising that $5 million? So what are those questions?
No, it depends on
Part of-
whether I'm going to be meeting people who are connecting me or I'm going to be meeting people who are potential
Sure.
investors. So both have different type of,
Mhm.
some have an answer to be told to them and some have a question. I mean, if it is going to be people connecting, then there will be questions followed with other things. And if it's going to be somebody who's going to invest, then it's going to be, I will be like, questions means like I would be telling them to be part of something which is, I mean, which is a project which is never, I mean, something which is going to be a betterment for the, I mean, the world. I mean, that's how it is. That's how my projects are designed.
Okay, it's very simple, Sant. Okay,
Mhm.
Gloria Charles, who's over here,
Mhm.
she could easily invest in 5 million. Okay, why should
Mhm.
she invest in you? What is the question that allows for her to say, "Oh my God, I need to write a check for him for 5 million"?
Yeah, it's simple. Mine is unique, and it's all I'm focusing on basically on the women empowerment and connecting the children with the mother. You know, it's
Yeah.
as I
Okay.
was talking to you.
Now you want to take that, what you just gave as a statement, connecting women and all that. Now you want to take what you just said and put it in a question of which Karen knows millionaires. Charles knows people in St. Lucia, who are millionaires. Nadine knows, okay? If you put it in a question that allows for them to take action, what is missing is statements kills possibilities. Karen, does that make sense? Or Gloria? Statements kill possibilities.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I knew you got it, Gloria, and I know Karen got it too. Okay? Statements kill possibilities. Questions opens up possibilities.
So let's finish up. That's good.
Yeah.
So
Go ahead. I think
questions are good, but the idea is of this the day talking about sales is because as coaches, you need to earn money. You need to learn to sell what you have. And that's a mindset. Selling is a mindset. And part of being around me and Noel, you're gonna learn part of the selling. Last night, even I'm in Florida, I spent 34 minutes with somebody teaching him how to sell because that's what he needs to do. He sells meditations and relaxation, but he doesn't know how to sell it. You gotta have a process. You gotta have a goal. Selling is a process. It's a path. I was taught by Bob. It's called path to agreement. Get attention. Get their interest. Activate their desire. Ask them to buy. It's a process. It's a path to agreement. But you gotta get them there. Gotta get them there, and you gotta do it. And you gotta do it. And if you don't have a goal, you're not gonna do it. You gotta have a goal. A goal that inspires you.
And Kamal, go ahead and put the prayer.
Yeah.
And Son, I want you
Yeah.
to read it. I want you to read it. And Son,
Yeah, just hold on. Just hold on. I mean, see, now I got it. See, you're asking me if I had to ask a question. So I would.
Son, you and I can talk later on this, okay? Go ahead, in the interest of everybody's time, go ahead and read this as though you are the author of this, okay? And you want to generate it versus reading it. Okay, go ahead.
Today, more than ever, I find myself in the hands of God. This is what I have wanted all my life, from my youth, to serve, to contribute, and to make difference. Today, I enter into a consciousness of abundance and plenty. I know that everything I do will prosper. I know that every demand I make upon universe will be honored. What I wants me to. What I desire is moving towards me. Today, I expect success in everything I do today and every day. I show up for myself with unconditional love. I show up for all the people who I am called to serve. Today is a very important day, as someone's life will be touched because I showed up for them. I'm happy to challenge myself this way, giving up something I prefer in exchange for something else, more magnificent and meaningful than my comfort. This is how leaders are made, and I am one great leader. The world needs me more than any time, and I choose to do this for the world. So help me, God. So, I mean, I could say even Sairam, right? Or, my.
Here's the thing, Sant, I'm going to leave you with and everyone, okay? Consider whatever you want. You are not having it because there's something that you and I are doing that when we let go of it, results start to show up. There's some way of being in our relationship to time that we are hanging on to Another way of saying it is we are hanging on to the two words called I know is killing what could be possible for you.
Yeah.
Just think that
Thank you.
about it. Yeah, think that about it this weekend, and you're going to discover something miraculous, and we'll see you on Monday.
You got to get on the frequency and vibration of your goal.
Beautiful.
And how to get there is by studying, mentorship, accountability. Got to get on that frequency. That's it. People make, I'm going to leave you with that. I'm going to listen to the meditation after this, but people make $25,000 a year, not because they want to make $25,000 a year. They make $25,000 a year because they don't know how to make $25,000 a day. They're not at that frequency and vibration. People don't raise $1 million a day because they don't know how to do that. They're not at that frequency. And once you shift, once I teach you how to shift, it's permanent. My income never goes backwards. It doesn't. Once I shift, I shift. You're going to learn to shift. That's the self-image. That's the self-shift. That's the mind shift. That's what we'll be talking all week. Now, it's not a one-time pass. It's not information. It's transformation, right? Your old paradigm, you have to let go of your old you and grab the new you. And hold on to your life because it's going to be a fun ride.
Our education system gives you information. It doesn't give us transformation.
So Noel and Kamal, in the quantum world, right? It is said that most times we believe that we are trying to move, we are on the field and we are trying to move from point A to B. However, this is not how we're supposed to see it. We are the field. So if we understand that we are the field and point A and point B are all within us already,
Exactly.
then we only have to identify the points in us and resonate with it.
I think, Charles, you're very close. In order to experience point B, you got to let go of what you already have.
Yeah, because we're thinking that there is such a big distance between us getting from point A to B, not realizing we are the entire field with all of the points right there.
Yeah. Let go of what you don't want anymore and move into what you want. It's like a closet. You have to let go of the old shirts and the suits to make space for the good that you desire. And it's the same thing with some of your friends. You gotta let go. Some of your family members, you spend less time and don't talk as much. It's a metamorphosis. It's a change. It's a growth. And I love that, Charles. I know a lot of stuff about the quantum. We can talk about that. There's whole different way to go about what I'm talking about in the quantum side, because one of my mentors is a quantum expert, and he taught me the self-image stuff. It's really phenomenal. So that's
thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys. I'm gonna listen to the meditation. So if you're gonna stick around, stick around. But otherwise,
go ahead and put the meditation. Yeah.
I think somebody asked for it as well. I don't know if it was Gloria or so. We'll keep it part of this recording. And if you haven't connected with me yet, you need to connect so that you can get access to the resources. If you don't know where they are, it's because you haven't connected yet. So please listen. Think of your goal and only your goal. Okay, nothing else. Here we go.
Close your eyes and let yourself totally relax. Okay? You just hear my voice. You hear nothing but my voice. You hear nothing but my voice. I want you to totally relax. Let all tension leave your body. Sit upright. Don't go to sleep. Totally relax. You just hear my voice. You hear nothing but my voice. I want you to feel and see a beautiful lavender energy flowing right into the crown of your head. It's a lavender energy. It's going to circulate through your brain. It's moving right in the back of your eyes, into your nose, your tongue, your throat. This beautiful lavender energy is flowing freely. It's circulating through your head. It's circulating down through your neck, into your shoulders and down your arms. It's right down to your fingertips now. Your arms and neck and head are totally relaxed. This beautiful lavender energy is circulating right through your body. You just hear my voice. You hear nothing but my voice. You're totally relaxed. You have the strongest urge to lift your right arm in the air and you can't move it. It's too relaxed. It's a bit of a phenomena. You know you can, but you can't. This beautiful lavender energy now circulating through your chest, circulating all through your chest, down through your abdomen, down into your hips and lower part of your body. It's moving down now through your legs into your knees. You can just feel this lavender energy. It's a healing energy and it's circulating through you. It's giving you the most magnificent feeling. It's going down now through your legs, right into your ankles and into your feet. Your whole body is totally relaxed. You're totally relaxed. You just hear my voice and you're totally relaxed. You have a wonderful feeling. Now you can feel this energy. It's healing every molecule of your body. Every molecule of your body is healing. And the words of Price Pritchett come to your mind. The absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. Just because you can't see it and feel it, you don't know it's happening, it's still happening. There's a healing energy that's circulating through your body. Everything I've said is recorded in cells in your brain. Every word I've said, everything you've experienced right now is recorded in your cells in your brain. At any time, you can sit in a relaxed state and instantly drop yourself into this state and activate the sound of my voice and the feeling in your body. You're totally relaxed. Now I'm going to count from 1 to 10. Each time I count a number, you're going to feel new energy flow into you. Every time I count a number, you're going to feel new energy. On the count of 10, you're going to feel like you've had a wonderful rest. And you're developing the strongest urge to practice what I'm doing right now and practice it frequently. And you know that every fiber of your being is moving back into a perfection state. There's perfection in every cell and you're coming back into that state. We're going from 1 to 10. Every time I count a number, you're going to feel new energy flow into you. It's the most magnificent feeling. You're up to 1, 2, 3, 4. This energy is flowing into every molecule of your being is being rejuvenated. There's the most phenomenal feeling in you. On the count of 10, you're going to open your eyes. You're going to feel like you've had a wonderful rest. And this magnificent experience is going to stay with you for the rest of your life. And you will always practice this. Every day you're going to practice relaxing and permitting this beautiful lavender energy to flow through you. And you know it's a healing energy. We're up to 5, 6. There's a phenomenal energy moving into you. On the count of 10, you're going to open your eyes. You're going to feel like you've had a wonderful rest. We're up to 6, to 7, to 8, 9, 10.
Perfect. So good. Well, thank you all so much. You did it all week. And talk to some of you soon. Enjoy your day.
Thank you, Kamal. Thank you, and thank you, everybody. Thank you, Karen.
Thank you.